Alrighty, welcome back, Twitch viewers. Once again, we are in the elimination brackets of from the group stages. Okay, so we're seeing the games for each group now completed. We have 16 remaining teams battling it out all the way through to the semis to the grand final. Now, this game here, we're seeing NDSKM versus Team Storm. Storm being an up-and-coming CGA team that recently participated in this season 3 of CGA, actually making it out of their groups as well, doing pretty damn well, posting some solid results against a team that is made of a lot of Division 2, Division 1 level players, the likes of Matt CD, Nerox, just to name a few, going hard at it. Did pretty well in Division 1, but we're just going to see this game here. I've got a feeling we've just seen some big upsets come about. I wonder if Team Storm has what it takes to put this one in the bag and topple over ND. Joining me on the commentary desk is Peter G. Welcome back, bro.
It's been a solid day of CS so far, hasn't it?
It has.
Nice. It's just a good solid Sunday at home, doing sweet FA, just chucking on a stream and watching other guys get headshots for a change, mate. I'm relaxed. This is good.
The Go TV was just changing over. I think the team should be starting up soon or joining up soon. I hope we haven't got the wrong spectator details, man.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I'll get on mic, and that way the guys listening won't hear half a conversation from you guys. It'll make a lot more sense. I was just saying, switch servers and think, where's all these players? Maybe that's the delay. Maybe the 2-minute delay's got a part in that. Not too sure.
I always thought that it was the delay factor, but this is actually odd. They're not joining up right now.
There we go.
There we go. Getting all worried, thinking what's going on.
Yo, what side do you want? Shut up.
There we go. Some random chatters in game as well. While we're waiting for these guys to warm up, why don't you guys actually run through the top 16 here? I'll pull it up on stream and who has made the top 16 and what's going on with that.
Sure,
right.
Why not?
Top to bottom. So 1 seed through 16. So the first seed to come through, obviously Vox Eminor, the top side at the moment. The second seed Regulators, having after a great CGP season there. Third Control, so the VP guys that we've just spectated. 4 being Noxious. 5, 4 Not. The sixth team coming through today was NDSKM, which we're going to be viewing now. 7 Vice. 8 Dynasty, 9 Lowenbow, which should be a tightly contested game also. 10 is Encore. 11 Storm also involved in this game. Endure at 12, Sucker Punch 13, Redemption at 14. We have Royale and Int 64 Ranch rounding out the top 16. So a couple of interesting games, but none more so than NDSKM versus Storm, which should be a belter, which is why we're tuned in.
Definitely. Look, Team Storm, I did state this before, they're an up-and-coming CGA team, but the likes of Stazzy now joining forces with Skits, Incense, Dans, and I believe Nadia is... Actually, I'll get back to that guy once I work out what his alias is. But this team, nevertheless, is one of those teams that we should keep an eye out for. These guys will reach the pinnacle, the level of Division 1 or 2 in the near future, just purely because the team is built up of some high-level experience, but more so they stick it out. You know, we talked about having teams stick it out, especially the amateur teams, stick it out, stick together and continue to play the game with the same lineup. Team Storm is one of those teams, and if they continue to do so, they'll have such great success in the near future. We are actually going to go live in the knife round here. This is knife for, I think it's best of one still, if I'm not mistaken there.
Do this.
It is best of one. Round of 16 is best of one. Then we move down.
There we go. So with that confirmed.
And quarterfinals, best of one. The semis and grand finals are all best of three, according to the CG post there, ladies and gentlemen.
So, is this a knife round, or is it that NDSKM chose this map, so they get to, like, Storm get to pick a side? Is that how this works?
I think so, and it looks it with we're actually
live.
going live. Yeah, this is live now. So hey, guess what, guys? We're all on the same page, watching the first pistol round underway in the first half here. ND versus Team Storm. Again, we're starting. This is played on the map K, so this is a 50-50 kind of map between these both these teams here. So we see action starting to commence on the A site with ND making the push through, taking out Danzel's Nerox there, and now all of a sudden Team Storm are just dropping like flies at the A bomb site, left in the 3 versus 5 situation. ND completely annihilating the CTs right at this present time with Narnia, the last player. Narnia going big, picks up 2 frags before going down to Glorious Dead. And the first round going towards ND, that's a good start for these guys on the Terrasol winning pistol, able to progress through, and what you would assume would be the next 2 rounds to follow after.
Well, ND selecting this map and starting on T does mean that they're pretty confident on it. Keish not being newer to the rotation, a lot of the other maps, it's not a team that it's not a map that teams concentrate on, but certainly ND feel they're very confident on it, so they've chosen it and opened up really well with a nice pistol round, catching the Storm off guard on the pistol, and again opening up the round with 2 crucial kills, and they will make their way back to the A bomb site. A lot of you might be looking at this map going, it does look unfamiliar, although it does have a very similar layout to Season if you actually look at the way that that map is comprised. It doesn't have quite the vent system, but the way that the bomb site's set out similar to Season, and the strategy is just about the same as well. So mid control is crucial on the map for both the CTs and the Ts, and one wide bomb site, 1 narrow bomb site, and yeah, just the control of mid for the Ts and CTs is crucial to give the extra mobility. Same sort of thing on Season, and should be pretty easy for the Ts to defend this round as well, as CT is still on eco. But it will be interesting to see what the CTs do next round on the first gun round.
So here we go, the 3rd round now underway. Once again, ND press on here to extend the lead as they make their way out through middle. Narnia in a good positioning, taking out Nerox, but ND just annihilating the Team Storm here once again. And now it's all left up to Skits in the blink of an eye. Manages to pick up a frag, picks up a 2nd. Skits holding it out for his team here, and now brings it to a 1 versus 2 situation with ND making the push through vent into B bomb site, and Skits managing to pick up a Galil. Question is he going to opt to save the Galil for the next round here? As he makes his way through middle to B Hawes, and no, he's managed to pick up an AK, and is actually going to go out and guns blazing here as he's making his way towards the B bomb site. Again, stealing the ND boys, just setting up for this crossfire as the one player in the upper balcony area with that shotgun, stealing Jennifer, nails Skits in the head. 3rd round goes towards ND, and here we go, the first buy round about to go underway.
Yeah, even though the very nice amount of kills there for the CTs in mid, but the T's already making their way well into the bomb site and getting set up nicely. So not really a winnable round. Could have saved that AK, but since they were buying next round, that's not such a crucial decision, as it'll be interesting to see what NDSKM, awful team name to shoutcast, by the way, apologies in advance for the twisted tongue on this team name, but getting a headshot, that's Matt CD, the Glorious Dead opening up onto Skits, and it should mean that the T's find their way into A, although Nadi with a strafing 1 bullet cold headshot does get a frag, but as the T's make their way into A, Dan's excellent positioning, Strezzy and Dan's again putting in the work. The first gun round almost in the books here. Looks as though Storm have control, and it's all left up to Nerox, who's in a very, very precarious situation here, though. Although the Shane Warne flipper coming out, taking over Stezzy, And I think he will get this bomb. Yes, he does. The passage clear for the fallback as Nirox with some decisions to make here in terms of where he wants to go. The CTs have collapsed onto A, which means that B is wide open if he wants to take it, though I think he will find a kill.
Oh.
But Dan's luckily there with the trade kill, taking him down with the AWP and settling things down nicely for Storm there.
Look, Dan's with that orb, an excellent round as I start on my words, so apologies for that, Twitch viewers, but what an excellent round by Dan's with that orb. He held his own, playing up close on that catwalk above forklift there, and just annihilating the push attempt from ND. Now we see the second full buy round underway. This time Carly picking up an AWP there, so we may see a bit of an AWP battle happening at mid, but it looks as if the AWP on CT's side is actually, no, he's actually playing the short mid connector bit, so we will see a bit of an AWP battle happening. The smoke going off at mid connector, cutting off all vision, and now we're seeing both teams actually going at it with shots being fired, but no one being dropped yet. So very slow play happening before Nirox changes that and takes out Incense. Incense just completely bamboozled as to how that happened, and now we're seeing a 4 versus 4 situation. Dan's picking it up for his team here. Once again with that AWP, gets the frag onto Nirox, and here we go, 4v4 as Carly with the AWP shot up to Skits, takes him out. Skits unfortunate in that event there, and it's a 3 versus 4 situation. Here we go. It looks like the ND boys are actually making their way back into the B bomb site, but they're already going to be met by 2 CT players there. Nadia being one of them. Manages to spot out, please, no Gankarino in that smoke before being taken down. And here we go, Dance again picks up another frag, gets taken out by stealing Jennifer, and all of a sudden it's a 1 versus 2 situation with Stezzy, remaining player for Team Storm, with a nice looking FAMAS pulse there, hot pink and whatnot, suits him well. So, bomb being planted at the big bomb site. Question is he going to be able to retake this site? We do have Glorious there playing aggressively there at the B horse, takes him out, and that'll end the round for ND. Yet again, ND picking up around, making it 4-1. A brilliant start on their behalf on the T side here on this map.
Yeah, definitely something that they would want to do when you select the map like this, knowing full well that the other team gets to choose. I guess the slightly more advantageous side. Cache is a good selection for them because they know they can fire on both sides. So early work done by NDSKM, although a lot of the rounds have come down close, and you see the money, even though 4-1 up, the money for the terrorists is still low. In's picking up a crucial headshot there with the P250, putting in the hard time there onto the head of one of the terrorist players, the glorious dead Matt CD, trading onto Ins. So it's all going to settle down and slow down a bit here as Matt CD tries to find a second one with some spam. Unsuccessful, and it'll just all calm down a bit, and we'll see the T's move their way. Matt CD hiding that gun, if you're wondering why he threw it on that box. The CTs are now not an option to get that. Matt CD hopping the bink, going straight down, and this will allow the CTs to get a good position, but no, the terrorists are aware of the push and should boil down to a pretty simple 3v1 in the end. With the CT probably looking to save that AK, given their money situation as well. Doesn't do that, doesn't take that option. Will go down, and now the money starts to look a little bit better for NDSKM.
So here we go, 5-1 in favour of ND, and it looks as if they're going to just run away with the momentum here. Team Storm unable to answer for back onto a second save round. This time around, a couple of CZs brought up with a couple of PT50s, so some little firepower, not much, but it does, you do have an opportunity with these pistols in this game to pull off a big play. We do see the ND boys now grouping up around the middle area. Once again, they're slowing down the pace, opting to try and read the opponent's play here. Just working out if there's going to be any aggressive play, mate. And this was one that fell victim to Glorious's Dead's AWP. A bit of a tongue twister there for you Twitch viewers, as it's a 4v5 situation now. Again, ND holding off really nicely with keeping the guns at hand. That AWP proving too strong. Says he picks up a frag, and that was a bit of an interesting event there. As one of the players ND goes down, and now it's a 4v4. Again, the AWP shot being been made, but missed. And now we're seeing the push from Beat Halls as well, catching one of the players off. And all of a sudden, we're seeing 2 versus 3. ND on the back foot. Team Storm in a prime position to capitalize on this round and actually bring some momentum back. And it happened to be on a save round as well. So awesome stuff to these boys. Let's see if they can capitalize on this. With 34 seconds left on the clock, ND opts to now push into A side. So the action's going to be happening there with Dan picking up a frag, picks up a second. There it is to his pure Storm. Do with the pistols at hand and ended up winning that round. So interesting stuff there.
Yeah, not only picking up the round, which was an excellent piece of aim there by Dan's at the end, but also picking up the AWP from the other side, which means that's a free almost $5,000 worth of equipment by itself. And now you see the equipment advantage for Storm stretches pretty much out to the point which that AWP makes such a big difference. As INS goes for the aggressive pick, they won't be there. And SKM now, a little bit of thinking to do, and they should take this slowly with only 3 AKs and 2 pistols.
Wow, Skids and Nadia, the crossfire there at B bomb site. That smoke not giving much vision at all, and ended up one of the ND players actually getting taken out. Again, Dan's is stepping that up for Team Storm with another pick onto Gloria's Dead. All of a sudden, we're seeing 3 versus 5 situation. ND on the back foot once more. What can they make do in this situation with Skids picking up a frag, Skids picking up a second frag. Skids is going absolutely mental here in this round, doing the work for Team Storm. Once again, ND in a bit of a pickle here with Please No Gankarino, the last player alive for ND, with the bomb at hand as well, holding up at the mid warehouse section, now making the push into middle. And all of a sudden...
Is that lag, or is that me?
I think the server is down.
Oh.
Wow, we just had a bit of a server lag there, and everyone was frozen in time just for a moment. With now Please No Gankarino finally getting taken out by Incense with the AWP. Apologies for that, Twitch viewers, as we're all a bit captivated by that moment.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a weird freeze. Thanks, Gabe. But you can see that in this competition, what a devastating effect the AWP can have on a team, not only for the victories, but also when you buy that AWP and it's not effective. You see how heavily it weighs on the team's economy. It seems as though it's just stopped. And Dan's 2 AWP kills in a row. Can he get the third? What's he going to do? Is he going to step on the line? He does. Nadia will take the kill. And they're swarming all over this. But the players are talking about the lag too. So it's not just us in the stream. It's the server itself.
And we do see a bit of a pause actually going on here. So the game has been paused. Just working out what the issues are at the moment. We do see the score 5-4 in favour of NDSKM, but Storm is actually making a bit of a comeback here. So their game is getting quite interesting between these two teams. But yeah, again, the lag just getting the better of all of us, causing problems here. So we are in a poor situation. We do apologise for this, Twitch viewers, but it is out of our hands at the moment. So we can only do what we can, and yeah, the game should resume quite shortly, hopefully. Hey, Petey, with this game, what we're observing, do you want to talk about any points here? I mean, with Team Storm now making a comeback from 1-5 to 4-5, they've obviously got the motion set with the plays they've been doing, you know, changing up of positions, and how much that's affecting the rest of the game. ND not being able to pick up on it.
Well, yeah, the main thing that the CTs have started doing, Storm, is actually controlling mid, killing that boosted player or the player that picks mid early, not allowing that player to control, even though you might not get a kill. If that player is boosted up there, he's got a sound advantage and a vision advantage over almost all of mid, and it can be very useful for the T side. The CT is doing a good job, as you can see. Skits getting very close here, and not giving an inch to that mid player is very crucial for everyone that's working out how to play Cation the best possible way. Although Skit's going too aggressive here, he might go down. The huge flick shot onto the NDSKM player. He will go down, but the A push comes in. Dan's with a pick, but he will go down. Nadia and the other rifle assistants comes in. Nadia with the tap through the smoke. One left. It is Matt CD, and he's no match for that very precise, very sharp AK of Nadia as he puts his team up another round and draws level 5-5.
So at the moment, we've got Team Down TV. Sona was having a bit of trouble trying to connect up back to the server, but he's now in. So we're going to resume gameplay, guys, with the scores leveled up 5-5, and the impressive Storm AU is now making a comeback here and actually regaining momentum. Dance with the opening frag at mid. Skits double backing that up with that no-kill. Incense with the AWP at B. Here we go. NDSKM just getting completely annihilated in this eco round with the 2 players remaining with just blocks at hand. Nadia just doing the job, mopping up for Storm. And here we go. Storm take the lead by 1 round.
Yeah, very nice play there from Storm. Eco pushing in. It's just one of those rounds where NDSKM knew they're up against the wall a little bit, wanted to get the Eco over and done with nice and quickly, get back into their rhythm on T's side, really pushing hard on that eco, but the dual AWPs of Storm have proved difficult for NDSKM to get through any choke points. So let's see if they can change it up here and just try and not be so mid dependent. NDSKM using a lot of grenades to get not a lot of gains in mid, so perhaps a quick A split like their pistol round might be the answer to what's going on for them at the moment, but they're still maintaining that control of mid, and it looks as though they will move back towards
is in a prime position, PD. Look at this. He's sitting at the main warehouse here, and none of the ND boys actually know where he is. We do see them actually branching off into A site, but no, it doesn't look like any action is going to happen at mid, so here we go.
And yeah, as you said, they're in a great position here. The CTs to shut this down. Another one trapped in the door. Stezzy, will he find the second kill? He doesn't. But Skits and all the boys should have plenty of information here to lock down onto this A bomb site as the T's try and make their way in. One forklift, Dan's with the AWP, putting in some work there. The 2 frags coming in from the terrorist side. Nerox's bomb will go down. It is now flipped to a 2v1. AWP in hand for INS, knows the whereabouts of one, does not know the other. Will try and take down the forklift guy first. Does pick up the headshot. The big player doesn't know he's dink. Does he know he's bink? That's the question. He's still got the AWP out, so I don't know that he doesn't know that he's low HP, probably. And this is a very interesting round here. INS needing to win this round for his team. The flash goes up. He doesn't know where he is. He's going to sit the bomb. This is well played here by Nerox. He should get there in time. Just gets there in time. And another one in the books, but 6 all. And good comeback round from NDSKM. They were behind in that round, but some great fragging and good execution at the back end of the round got them into the bomb site, and then it was just a matter of finishing that off, clutching the round, and all level again here. So good momentum shift back here for NDSKM.
So with NDSKM picking up another round, leveled scores once again 6-6, and just confirming Nadia is actually Aiden Hu, so doing so much damage for Team Storm at the moment. Skits getting the opening frag onto Nerox, but we do see the ND boys pushing up into a warehouse. And Secret there, or Squeaky Door I should say, Please No Gankarino just lining up trying to make a burst through this door once his teammate Carly pops a few flashes off here. Now the push is about to commence with the from the ND boys, but again, we do have the crossfire set up with Team Storm here, and they're more than well prepared for this push. The Stans picks up a frag, picks up a second. Stezzy will mop up behind him, and that'll be it. Red Rover all over for ND. 7-6 in favour of Team Storm. Again, ND forced back into an eco round once more.
Sometimes you get, as a caller and as a team, you get into the trap of going back to what's successful when you're not exactly sure why it worked. So, for example, that round, they did a slow split on A, the NDSKM guys. It worked out in the end in a nice clutch play. So they went straight back to it, but the actual strategy itself, they weren't in a good position to win that round, and Storm just lost it for themselves, basically, as Dance will go 1, 2, 3, Skits 4, and Stazzy 5, shutting down the eco push. But, yeah, I think they fell into the trap of thinking that it worked because the strat worked rather than just the aim. So I think they should try and something fast here, NDSKM, something fast on mid and A to get some advantage, because sitting back and waiting hasn't really produced a lot for them in the last sort of 10 rounds.
So, look, we go into the last round here. 8-6 is the score in favour of Team Storm, and they have done brilliantly trying to bring back this game here and regain some momentum, and ended up taking the lead. But again, ND, Glorious Dead, doing some work, gets the opening frag. A brilliant start for ND, but just being held back with the Molotovs and smokes going off, allowing Team Storm to now set up in a position to crossfire on this B setup, what it looks to be. So we got the lurker of one of the ND boys, that is Glorious Dead, managing to get himself into that little radio area just underneath the vents. And again, Team Storm have no idea what's going on, and ND just holding up with Skits, making the false mistake of just peeking out a bit too much there. We'll get punished for it, and now it's a 3 versus 4 situation. With ND just holding up once more at the B halls, now deciding to push into the B side. Glorious Dead, Big Hughes now takes out Nadia. And it's left up to Stezzy and Dan's the last 2 players remaining for Team Storm as ND make the way into bomb site. Nerox takes out Dan's. It's going to be all over for Team Storm here in this last round. Stezzy, a mission impossible situation of 1 versus 5. Can he pull this off though? He is being completely surrounded by the ND boys, and they're swarming all over him. That is it. Carly picks up the last frag. And now we see the halftime with ND starting on the CT side. Stormer, you're going to the T side. 8-7 is the score in favour of Storm.
Yes, NDSKM realizing that they needed something to happen quickly in that round. They had been losing, I don't know whether they realized, but they'd been losing a lot of slow rounds. So quick action onto B. They didn't hit the bomb site quickly, but they engaged fast. It benefited them greatly. And now we see the T splintering off towards... It looks to be a mid-A split, and this is going to happen very quickly. Skits and Stezzy making their way into the door. In stands Nadia, hitting the main choke point in A, and they'll find Matt CD all by his lonesome, who does pick up one, but will get completely surrounded, overwhelmed, and outplayed. Yeah, gets a kill, and Stezzy also. So a really good round set up here by Storm AU, as it's all to do now for the CTs to find their way back into the bomb site. 4 players alive in good position. And what can they do? It's all about the position of stealing Jennifer's body here. Can he get a kill with his teammate there? One goes down on top of the rafter. This is going to be too hard for the CTs. Too much damage taken early, too much position given away. And unfortunately for the NDSKM team, they will go down pretty easily, as we see almost a carbon copy of what won them the pistol round against them. So... an excellent opportunity for Storm to get themselves a lead up to 11 by winning the 2 eco rounds.
So now the pressure back onto NDSKM here. So 7 rounds to 9 in favour of Team Storm. ND have a lot of work ahead of them if they don't want Storm to run away with the lead advantage. They're going to have to pull off a pretty big play. And again, we see an aggressive push here from Storm. This time into the B bomb site with the 1 player lurking around. That is Please No Gankarino getting taken out of the picture. It is a 4 versus 4 situation. Inz is also taken out of the picture. This is going to prove crucial for Team Storm here as Carly's just decimating Skips with their silenced USP. Making it a 3v4. Again, Team Storm on the back foot, set up to defend this bomb site and being completely surrounded here by the ND boys as they opt to try and get some exit frags happening. Nadia picking up a frag, goes down to Glorious Dead, 2 versus 3. What can the Team Storm boys do here? As then Carly pushes into the side of Glorious Dead, but both being taken out by Stezzy and Dance, and that'll be it for the Zico round. As stealing Jennifer's body is taken out by Stezzy, but again, like that was a close call, PD, in my eyes. I mean, Team Storm did well to push into the bomb site, get the bomb down, but ND almost actually pulled away with the retake with those early frags there.
Yeah, that CZ75 gun has really changed the game in terms of the level of difficulty for anti-eco. You can't buy SMGs anymore, you just get punished. You're forced into buying rifles, and when you're forced into buying rifles, you're forced to stop when you're shooting. And that is a problem as CTs pick up another CZ75 headshot. Skits and Dan settling the round back down with a couple of calming kills, and they will slow down ever so slightly. Inz gets another kill with that gun. It's just ridiculously OP, and all their teams have seemed to start using it to get as much advantage as they can out of their $300 purchase. And a couple of kills here again, but a pretty safe win here as Matt CD and his teammate not in a position to actually win the round. They will wait for guns. Matt CD already picking up a Galil, although the CTs will be buying next round as we do a quick run through the money here. All over 3k for the CT guys before they get the money bonus from next round. Glorious Dead gets another CZ75 kill. That pistol is just off its head. It's absolutely sick. And anyone who can aim a gun is almost guaranteed a $300 kill. So if you haven't got to the CZ75 yet, I strongly encourage you to pick it up and give it a go. It's a pretty strong weapon. And NDSKM will have to bite the bullet here, gun up, and see if they can swing the momentum back that way. And the man who can do it for them is Matt CD with that AWP. And has he gone for it? Let's have a look. Carly does have one. CD has not got an AWP, so after AWPing so well, let's see what Carly can do for his team.
So here we go, Team Storm underway with the full AK buy up, and again ND with the AWP, the AWP pickup, opting to get some long range picks here. Flashes and smokes have actually gone off at mid. Team Storm looking to try and get some control here, but now change the course of direction, moving into the A main warehouse area. And we do see a bit of a misstack commencing from the ND boys. 3 at the middle section with just the 1 players at each site here soloing it. And no frags have been done just yet. Oh, now we see Glorious Dead. I spoke too soon. Glorious Dead picking up the opening frag. Good stuff for ND. As Team Storm are getting dropped like flies one by one. Skids is now taken out of the picture, and all of a sudden we're seeing 3 versus 5. Pressure back onto the Team Storm boys as they make their way into the B bomb side. Dance with that bomb. What can he do for his team here? None of the Storm boys actually realise there's 1 player lurking around the B bomb side, and that is Please No Gangarino. Takes out Dance with unexpectedly, and now we're seeing a 2 versus 1 versus 4 with INS, the last player alive, still hovering around the B hall, so he's well and truly in an arm's reach of retrieving that bomb, but chances will be completely diminished with Nerox picking that last frag up and the first buy round going towards ND.
It's all about the mid control for that round for ND. Even though there was no frag, the AWP was onto that boost pretty quickly, shutting down mid as well. And once you have that mid control, there is only so much you can do as T when the CTs are controlling mid, because both choke points at A and at B are pretty narrow, so it does diminish your chances of winning the round. And it looks like there's going to be a big round here for Matt CD. What can he do? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. He doesn't get that 3rd one. Gets the 4th with the pistol, and away they go. Matt CD, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an assist. Saw that coming from a mile away with the benefit of X-Ray. Matt City, of course, not having that benefit, just shooting all the heads that appeared on his screen 1 by 1.
So the YOLO Eco Rush towards A side quickly shut down by the likes of Matt CD with his teammate there. Ended up giving another round towards ND with the 11-9 score in favour of Storm AU. Storm AU still ahead by 2 rounds here, and that's more than enough breathing space for these guys. Oh, the AWP shot from Dance, the 2nd shot connects. Pressure back onto the ND boys with those 2 first frags contributed by INS as well. And again, ND on the back foot, but hey, stealing Jennifer's body, which is art, just to take out Stezzy unexpectedly, and still holding his own at A side, picks up another frag. So all of a sudden, the tables have turned here with Nerox picking up a frag, Storm.AU Dance holding it out. Still staying in there for his team in a 1 versus 2 situation with the AWP at hand. Does have an AK in front of it, and he will opt to drop that AWP and pick that rifle up. So here we go. We have a game on our hands, Twitch viewers, as Dance makes his way into the A site here with that AK. Spots out 1 player, but as another one is actually lurking around the back of that container there through that smoke, and that is stealing Jennifer's body. Backed up with his teammate, and look, that round just finished off relatively easily, as 2 versus 1 proved too much for Dance here. And we do see Storm AU in the lead by 1 round now, with NDSKM making a comeback.
And that's where CS is such an individual game as well as a team game. The player broken down, and when an individual player steps up and gets, just not only the kills, but it allows his teammates time to rotate back into the bomb site to help him out. Crucial play by Art in the delay rather than the kills. But Nerox going hard here. And mid getting a couple of kills. Dans will trade, but everything going along swimmingly for the CT team as they look to draw level on the scoreboard. Glorious Dead, Nerox and Art, I believe, putting in huge work, 21-18 and 18 respectively. But Dans, who's on 27 for 14, with a chance here to try and get a cheap kill. Please no Gankarino with the apparent mid-air 1B with the AK. Thanking Gabe for everything he's worth there as he finalizes that kill. And the round resets now, 11-11. And good money for both teams. So this is a big round in terms of the momentum of the game. Can the CTs take another one and force that eco, or is it going to go round for round again? It's a very interesting time. And again, we've seen the likes of Matt CD not picking up that AWP yet, but Carly doing the work. And the T's are looking to make their way into B pretty quickly. This is going to be a huge take from the T's. Skits 1B. That will go down. The grenade kill from Nadia. Now all of a sudden, Glorious Dead stranded all the way. Matt CD at the A bomb site. And bomb will go down. This should be a save round almost instantly for the CTs. Will they take that smart option? Or are they too far in? An excellent kill there by Art as he adds to his scoreboard tally, but Dan's getting into a better position here, although it looks as though Art knows where he is. Art doesn't spot him. Max CD coming in. Another kill. This could be a huge retake. Nadia doesn't complete the play. And the defuse will get done by Carly. And you just think to yourself, wow, I think Storm let that one go. They played a little bit loose there. Got punished for it by some excellent fragging. And that's the power of Matt CD coming in from behind. Pun intended. 23 for 16. Notice what I said. And Dan's putting in the work for the T team. But one hell of a game here from NDSKM and Storm.
That CD picking up what you're putting down there, Petey. And look, we do see NDSKM taking the lead once more now, 12-11. Storm AU just falling a little bit behind here and losing that spark as NDSK, please no Gankarino, picks up the opening frag. Ints on the reply with that trade. Again, Team Storm make their way into big bomb site. Will we see a similar situation with the retake here from the ND boys as it was successful last round? And now we got the Storm AU boys setting up brilliantly with INS picking up a frag onto Nerox in the vents. Dan's now holding his own, taking out Carly. Here we go, a 2 versus 4 situation. And the retake attempt is being completely denied here by the Storm AU boys. We should see this round go towards Team Storm AU and see the scores once again leveled up. This will, it looks like it's going to be a round for round kind of game in this best of 1 series.
Yeah, the matchup is going really well at the moment for Storm on that B bomb site. They're able to pick up that kill almost every single time and force their way into that bomb site. The question is, will NDSKM give more manpower, more resources to defending that bomb site? Or will they try and let the solo player do his thing one more time before they make a tactical change and give some support to B? I think they should go now as we see Storm again launching towards B bomb site straight from spawn. Nadia with the drag behind get right style play, but we will see a fast squeeze here onto B early. And Storm with, patterned up here, Art getting in a crucial frag at the start of the round to slow them down. But they will find their way into B. Still, even though it have been slowed down by Art, a CT Nerox is swindling all the way in. I don't think the T's know he's there. And great positioning through the smoke there by Nerox to try and close the site guy, Stezzy down. Won't find the frag. Dan's coming up huge, and Stezzy just plastering. Please no, the Glorious Dead can't catch up with the action. But look, they just pull that round out of the fire, and NDSKM really needed to put more resources at B at the start of that round. They did double it up, but they're playing very isolated CS there at B. One in the site, one in the room, or one above is just not working out as the AKs roll back in. But CT's good enough to buy, but this round and this game everything's way too close.
Oh look, it's just getting exciting here. I mean, the game's only just started, really, 13-12. Who'd have thought these two teams would be leveling or equalizing the skill level between each other, as we see Nerox again picking up an opening frag with Carly backing it up as well, picks up a second. So Team Storm AU on the back foot once more, another frag towards ND. So Team Storm are just dropping like flies at the moment. Dan's going down, left up to Stezzy and Insets. as the last 2 players remaining to try and bring this back, round back for their team, as ND press on, trying to eliminate the last 2 remaining players. Now we're in a situation where it's 2 versus 5, not a lot of options for Team Storm here to try and progress through or claim some territory, as ND have covered a lot of ground spread out across the map, and just denying any options for Storm here. Instant Stazzy now backtrack back into B halls, and this is just getting too intense. They know that there's going to be 1 player sitting at the B side. Question is, are they going to be met by the likes of 2 players with the crossfire? Nerox in that upper ramp area, and now the ND boys, the intel's been given away, the smoke going off. Now the ND boys are rotating off, but they don't need to. Nerox holding his own, takes out Stazzy, now left up to INS, and he will fall short once more. And this is it. Scores are now level 13 to 13. And again, ND bring it back and put Storm back on the back foot, but keep them in check in the sort of way where Team Storm may get away with 1 or 2 rounds, but then quickly reminded that they are going against a team full of Division 1 players that won't be having a bar of it. So again, Team Storm on a save round now with the CZs at hand.
The CET is finally getting on top of the momentum, but also the money, as you see a buy round on an eco. Matt CT, that CZ75 is just deadly. Dan's picking up 3 kills by that gun. 2, of course, by Ins, 1 by Dan's. Nerox picking up some handy kills. 1, 2. All of a sudden, though, the pressure is on. Skits with an orb kill. Will push around. Art gets a kill. 2v2. Ends with an M4, though. What can Art do? Gets another one. Not sure that he knows where the last one is. And Art with a huge play there. Getting 3 at the end, winning a 1v1, and that could have been the game for NDSKM had Art not managed to reel that one back in. But he does so, not only doing that, but defusing the bomb, picking up the AWP, and balancing the money back out for the CT. So even if they're not successful this time, they do have a good chance at buying again next round. Whereas the T's, they're pretty strapped. So huge round coming up here for Storm.
So here we go, Storm once again on the back foot. ND take the lead, 14 to 13. ND edge the way closer to victory. Glorious dead with the ult, picks up a second. Can he pick up a third? Picks up the third. Glorious dead with the fourth. It's shut down towards the 5th there by Nadia, denying him of the ace. But nevertheless, Glorious dead.
Questions need to be answered as to why Matt CD took until the 28th round of the game to pick up the AWP. Questions have to be raised. He's an absolute monster with that gun and showing it all there as he takes down the quad at B on the entry. That's all they needed to do earlier. And finally, Matt CD putting his foot down and saying enough's enough. Give me the big green and let me go to work. Putting it in there for his team.
So here we go, now we've got the last round in hand for ND as they edge their way closer to victory. Storm on the other hand, 2 rounds to try and even the score up here with 1 player going there. 2 of the Storm players make that 3. INS falling short as well. Dan's and Stezzy, the last 2 players alive for Storm. And again, in a situation where it's just near on impossible to try and bring back. Now Nerox lurking around the A main warehouse, catches Dan's off guard, and we're seeing a 1 versus 5. Stezzy, the man himself with Team Storm, what can he do in this sort of situation? Oh, gets annihilated at the end there, and that'll be GG with ND walking away with the victory, 16 to 13.
Yeah, nice close out, a half there by the CTT.